finally made it to Clearwater, Florida, and we're at the famous The Exit Games, and you have plenty of parking right outside. They are our Gold Award Player's Choice winner for Servants of Sleight. Are we ready to check them out? I'm so excited. Let's go.
What's poppin' and locking, everybody? It is Brandon from ESCAPETHEROOMers, and we are at the Exit Games in Clearwater, Florida. So excited, and I'm sure most of you know, they are the gold winners for the Player's Choice Award of our Bullseye Awards last year for Servants of Sleight, which is why we're here today, because we're gonna try that game out in a few, but we gotta get to know these two individuals right now, which is Josh and Tay, the co-owners. How you guys doing?
Doing wonderful.
So excited to finally meet you. It's been a long time coming, and it's not just the two of you, right? You have, I believe your father is also
Yes, so we call him Frankie McStanky, so he is our third co-owner. Unfortunately, he's not here right now to meet you guys. He's back in North Carolina. But I know he wishes he was here.
Right, and in North Carolina is your first location, right?
Yes, correct, in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh, wow. And when did you open this location?
So we opened here in September of 2019.
All right, well, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So you have one game right now, which some of you have heard. It's Servants of Sleight, and you have a new one on the way called Pins and Needles, I believe.
Yes, so we are super close with Pins and Needles, so it's about to be into beta testing mode. That one is our rated R adventure, so it's going to be a little different than Servants, but we're super excited. We got to have a lot of fun with it, so it is our tattoo thriller is what we're calling it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we squeeze an ETA date out of you? Remember, whatever you say now.
That would be hard. That would be hard.
Or an estimated.
It's tough. We really, I feel like we've been saying it's going to be ready in like the next month or so for like the last 8 months.
Right,
so I'm sure our staff here, Kyle and Austin and all those guys, I'm sure they're like, we've heard this a million times. I would say definitely by the beginning of 2022 for sure.
Okay.
That's a good cushion. It could be sooner for sure, but that's a good cushion. So,
all right.
So we don't give you
keep checking back their website, and I'm sure you guys will have that up and ready for people to book, because I know a lot of people have been asking about the new game. When is it coming?
We're just as excited, I promise. We are so ready to get it, ready for people. So we're just putting on the finishing touches, and we are very grateful for everybody's patience.
So in regards to the first location in North Carolina, how many games are available there?
We have three there.
The 3 games.
Yeah.
Oh, well, out of the 3 games that you have, which is the most popular? Which is the one that gets booked the most by the players?
I would definitely say it is our Doggone Alley experience.
Okay.
So with that experience, you're basically trying to return Buddy the Golden Retriever who got lost. You're trying to return him back to his mom before animal control comes to get him. So you have 60 minutes to retrace his paw prints and return him back. So I think the storyline with that experience just draws to everybody,
right.
Especially families that have kids. It's a very hands-on experience for them. So I think that one's probably the most popular.
Yeah, and pet lovers, of course.
Absolutely.
All right. So, oh, excuse me. I think someone else wants to carry on this interview with me. How are you doing today? Who is this?
This is Padlock.
Oh, Padlock. Padlock. How you doing, Padlock? Well, you can totally stand with me while we continue this interview. The next thing we want to know from the two of you, first of all, great job on reopening to the public, getting through the pandemic. I'm so happy that you guys are doing that. Did you have to switch from public to private, or were you always private?
Yeah, so we used to offer both public and private options. What we found here in Florida, being an enthusiast market, a lot of people actually enjoyed, maybe it was a solo player or a group of two that really liked to join in with other players and have that sense of community. So we always offered the two, but since the pandemic, we have transitioned to fully private, which we think will continue to do so. I just feel like it's worked out pretty well for all of our guests, and so we'll keep doing that.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, we have been blessed because we're actually in one corner inside of Servants of Sleight. And if you can't tell, it looks really amazing. I mean, just from this corner, we're not gonna show you the rest. You guys play escape rooms, right?
Yes.
I'm just joking, they play a lot of escape rooms. So we're gonna ask you a question because we love to know, like, what was one that was memorable for you? It does not have to be a favorite, and preferably the company and the game. And also, since you play so many, you can give us more than one. I'll let you go first, Josh.
Well, I think just in general, the escape room community as a whole is awesome. Between the Carolinas and Florida, we're a very tight-knit group.
Yeah.
So there's so many owners that we could shout out, but kind of branching out a little bit. We recently were able to play in LA, and there was one venue called Breaking Point that had a game called Head Case, and we absolutely loved it. From start to finish, it was super immersive. Puzzle flow was great.
Okay.
And we feel like those guys deserve some recognition, and those guys stood out to us. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, thanks for that shout out.
Yeah.
Tay?
Like Josh was saying, there's literally so many that we could name. One that I think is off the beaten path that we had mentioned to you guys was a venue called Escape Artist Greenville. It's not in a major city, but Greenville, South Carolina is an absolutely beautiful place to visit, and just such an incredible venue. Also in LA, one to mention that's new that may be popping up for enthusiasts is Project Minotaur. I will say that is definitely the most adrenaline pumping experience. I broke my nose in that one and very much worth it. So I still recommend it. But
Wait, recently you played? Because one of our reviewers went to go play Project Minotaur. Like, it might have been the same time, same group.
Yeah, we played just a few weeks ago. It may have been a month ago now, but it was definitely, I had thought there was an experience in Barcelona called Kidnapped in Barcelona, which you guys may know of as well, that had always been, kind of the highest adrenaline pumping experience we had done until I would say that. Or Poltergeist in Prague as well is one of our favorite. Poltergeist too. So
Chamber.
Yes,
Yeah.
So some fun ones for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that, and shout out to all those companies and those games. The last thing we want to know, because we want to get to know the two of you a little bit better, is what is something that most people do not know about you outside of the escape games, outside of your escape room life, talent, hobby, interests, just anything you would like to share.
I feel like we don't have too much of a life outside of escape rooms anymore. That's usually my fun fact.
Yeah.
But one thing people might not know is I spent a little bit of time living in Prague in the Czech Republic, and I worked for a toy store called Hamleys, which their London location is the oldest toy store in the entire world.
Wow.
So it was a really cool experience getting to do that for a bit.
Cool.
Yeah. And Josh?
So people may or may not know this if they've looked at the website before, but we're big baseball fans. We're diehard Red Sox fans.
Wait,
Putting that plug in there. Putting that plug in there.
I'm from New York. This interview is over. No, I'm just kidding.
So what we like to do every year, Tay for Christmas tries to surprise me with tickets to see the Red Sox play at a different stadium every season. So we're always traveling, playing escape rooms, eating food, and watching the Red Sox.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
You guys do a lot of stuff together, which is so great, and you have the same interest. It's baseball, it's magic, it's that's awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much for having us. It's been a long time coming. We're really excited to make the drive down here and play Servants of Sleight and visit the Exit Games in Clearwater, Florida. You guys need to check out our website, ESCAPETHEROOMers.com, so you can know what we thought of Servants of Sleight. Also, do not forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel, because we're giving you sneak peeks of the location, the parking lot, the waiting area, and also these interviews that we're having with these really creative individuals. And you'll know what to expect when you get over here to the Exit Games. Peace out.
lose. 2 hits left for me to use. 1 hit left for me to move. Time is running out, gotta figure something out.